talk about how what a lovely person she was. I mean, a lot of people don't understand that, you know, sometimes there's the author persona, and then there's the, you know, what you read, and then the person might not be as, she was lovely. She was she was kind and gentle, and she was just this wonderful, smart, you know, she had a great, you know, presentation, personality, sense of humor. She was loving to her fans, and she deserves to be out there. She deserves to be really, really seen. So I'm hoping that your great project, the Kickstarter with the anthology and all, I hope it's the beginning of this renaissance for Tanith Lee works. Tanith Lee needs to be out there. We need to have a convention. We need to have a Tanith Con. Okay, we need to have a Tanith, all these, you know, whatever the publishers, I think she's still with Daw, but, you know, publishers needs to get their act together, reissue, to meet the demands of Book Talk. You know, the TikTok Book Talk is the people who created that craze for physical, sprayed edges, beautiful stamped gold foil editions. That's what we need for Tanith. So the next Kickstarter we need to do, if somebody can do that, you know, bring her books out in this beautiful foil stamped, you know, sprayed edges editions, so that Book Talk can go crazy for her, because that's what we need to do. For them to notice you, you have to be in those type of physical editions. And for once, you know, her books would match the interior, the glorious prose would match the physical exterior. So get on that, someone out there here.
I know Book Talk is definitely
do that.
Book
Give
Talk
her
is definitely
the Book Talk treatment, the gorgeous edition treatment that she deserves.
Yeah, I agree. I think, you know, I think because her writing is so diverse, I think it would really appeal to, you know, so many different audiences. Like, I've
Yes.
never heard of Tanith Lee, and I'm in my, like, I guess my early 20s. I don't know. But I mean, I am. Okay, I don't know where I was going with that. But it's like, I feel like from what I'm telling a lot of people who are Tanith Lee, you know, super fans, are like a decade or more older than me. But I feel like there's so much in her work that
Yes.
people my age would connect to. I mean, even her, like, um her, you know, the queer aspects of her story.
Oh, yes, diverse,
Yeah.
queer,
Yeah.
gender fluid, she's got it all.
Yeah. I think that's, you know,
Her demons are beautiful, almost shape-shifting, gender, whatever. They are everything. So
yeah, definitely. I don't know. So I agree with you. I think Book Talk should pick her up. And if I was
they
better
need.
at TikTok, I'm
Oh,
not.
and
So yeah.
before I forget, there's this one book, one of Tanith Lee's books, Romeo and Juliet, Sung in Shadow. Have you read? Have, you know, the audience here read it? Sung in Shadow needs to be known because she took the story of Romeo and Juliet. She one up Shakespeare, and she did a better ending. Okay, so Sung in Shadow, I love that. I mean, I love like I could just go on, and you could, like, you would tell me to go away and stop because I would go you know, pick one book and talk about it for a whole hour. But so Sung in Shadow is just something I would love for it to be better known, because that's Romeo and Juliet as it should have been. You know, it's just perfect. So yeah,
Yeah.
there's
No,
so many other.
I haven't heard of that, but I know there's
Yeah,
like,
there you go. See, it's like even
yeah.
Tanith people, like, I honestly, I have not read all of Tanith's books that they're out there, because there's so many, and thank you heavens and universe that there are more for me to read, because,
Yeah.
you know, there are a few that I have not had my hands on, and part of the problem is they're out of print. So everything is out of print, and everything is hard to get your hands on. And yeah, and so to us, we're fortunate that, because there's more books of hers that we can read. So,
I know. And I even, like, before I started this, like when I was beginning my internship with Essential Dreams Press, I went to like a local used bookstore expecting to be able to find like Tanith Lee books, and I couldn't find any, which I thought was ridiculous. Like, I guess that's either a good thing that people want to hang on to it, or it's like a, you know, they're just not in as much circulation.
yeah.
I don't know. It's really,
It's
yeah.
both, like, just like you said, it's a good thing and a bad thing, because we treasure. Like, I had to get onto, I believe I tried Amazon and eBay just to find rare editions of certain things, and I have upstairs, I have a whole shelf of Tanith Lee, you know, just everything I could think. And they're not everything. I just couldn't. I think I finally found the Princess Hyacinthi, the children's book. and I don't really, I think it took me years just to get my hands on that. You know, it's like it's an old ancient library, terrible condition book, but I got it.
Yeah, I know I don't know. I'm
They're in
hoping
horrible condition. A lot of these, you know,
sometimes that adds character, I guess.
yes.
I'm hoping, and I know Julie is hoping as well that people will become, there will be more interest and then they'll get, more in print basically, we'll see. And I know I was surprised to even, to see the amount of people who, I mean, we had like 424 backers for the Kickstarter. And I just think that's, we weren't sure how that was going to go. And that's really cool that, and then word of mouth market,
Oh, yes, bring us out of the woodwork, because people don't know. A lot of the times it's the older generations that read Tanith that remember her. The newer people on Book Talk need to know about her. So once there's demand, I think publishers will bring the books. We will bring them
Yeah.
out. And hello, DAW Books or whoever is out there that has the rights to her work right now, because that needs to be out. Her work needs to be in print permanently. You may not have her works out of print. So
I know there's a lot of, at least in the past few years, there's been a lot of pushing to get to uncover like previously marginalized people in different communities who had like pushed books or science or anything forward. And I think that now is the perfect time to continue uncovering. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes,
yeah.
I do. I do.
Yeah.
And just talking about marginalized, I think here's the problem. Right now, her books may have been banned in places. I mean, in certain places, that's the type of books that would have been banned for being true to themselves and beautiful and transcending every category of the old style, old school binary labels. The books would have been, and again, good and bad, because that's what it is. She was way before her time. She was so ahead of of a lot of other people at that time.
Yeah, and I know that a lot of people who have been interviewed have talked about how much of a lifeline her books were for them, like growing up in, maybe more isolated or communities or even just like time periods. So I think, yeah, I think it's important to pay, I don't know how to say this word, homage, I don't know, some
Homage, I think, yeah,
homage.
you're
Okay,
right.
yeah.
Homage,
That's the problem with like
that
reading a
word.
lot is like, and then not, I don't know. It's like
Right,
you know words, but you don't know how to say them. But anyways,
right.
yeah, I think it's important to know your history. And I think that she's a big part of that history and can continue to be, a big part of what's to come.